Good morning, my little mockingbirds. How are you today? Love you. I miss you. Today's story is one that you should have listened to the other day on Epic, but I'm going to read you a different one. It's called Jack and the Beanstalk. Now, doesn't this look just like the bean plants I showed you? The plants that we're growing look just like that because they're going to be beanstalks too. Not quite like the one in the story because this is a fairy tale. It's made up. It's fiction. It's not real. But our bean plants are real. All right, so here's Jack, and this is one of my favorite stories, Jack and the Beanstalk. There's Jack and the Beanstalk. Ooh. One of those stories that happened a long time ago, like Stone Soup and Cinderella and all those. It's a fairy tale. And there's the mom, and she looks very sad. It says, once upon a time, there was a boy who lived with his mother in a tiny cottage. A cottage is a little tiny house like this. They were very poor. One day his mother said to him, Jack, you must take our cow to the market and sell her so we can buy food. All right, so they have to sell the cow to get some food because they're very poor and they don't have any food. Jack set out at once. On the way, he met an old man. That's a fine-looking cow, said the old man. If you'll give her to me, I'll give you some magic beans. See the beans in his hand, the bean seeds? Jack stared at the red and yellow beans. How exciting! He took the beans, said goodbye to his cow, and hurried back home. Think his mom's going to be happy? She said they needed food, not beans, magic beans. Jack's mother was very angry when she saw what Jack had done. Silly boy, she exclaimed. Now we shall starve. She threw the beans out the window. When Jack awoke the next morning, his bedroom was dark. He ran to the window and was tremendously... I can't read backwards upside down. He ran to the window and saw a tremendously tall beanstalk outside. It seemed to reach the sky. They were magic beans, Jack shouted. He jumped out the window and quickly climbed the beanstalk. There he is at the top. What do you see at the top? What's that called? Begins with a C. A castle. Wow, and there's a woman. It's all the way at the top above the clouds. Isn't that cool? At the top, he saw a beautiful castle sparkling in the sun. An old woman greeted him as he hopped off the beanstalk. Don't go near the castle, young man, she said. A wicked giant lives there. Long ago, he stole your father's fortune and left him a poor man. Then I certainly must get it back, Jack exclaimed, and he strode right to the castle door. So the giant is wicked and he stole Jack's father's fortune. Whoa. There's the giant. He does look wicked. He looks very scary. And where's Jack hiding? What's that called? Yes, a frying pan. Let's see what happens. The giant's wife answered his knock. If you want food, I'll give you some, she said. But you must hurry. My husband eats little boys for breakfast. She gave Jack a slice of bread as big as a tabletop. But even as he ate, there began a great noise outside. Jack leaped into a skillet to hide. A skillet is another name for a frying pan. Just as the giant entered, bellowing, Fee, fi, fo, fum. I smell the blood of an Englishman. Be he alive or be he dead, I'll grind his bones to bake my bread. Uh-oh. He can smell Jack hiding there. Think Jack is a little scared? I would be. He said he's going to grind his bones to make his bread. Ugh. Look at her. She even looks scared. He bent down and peered under the table. "I smell boy," he said. "Nonsense," said his wife. "Eat your breakfast." Grumbling, the giant sat down to 10 roasted oxen and 4 barrels of milk. Then he shouted, "Wife, bring me my magic hen." His wife hurried to obey. "Lay, hen, lay," roared the giant, and the hen laid a golden egg. See the golden egg? Tiny for the giant, but it'd be a good size for Jack. "Very good," said the giant with a mighty yawn. Soon he was sound asleep. Ooh, what did Jack take? Yes, let's see what this says. At the first snore, Jack popped out of the skillet, snatched up the hen, and ran off. When he had climbed back down the beanstalk, his mother gasped with wonder. "Jack," she exclaimed, "it's your father's magic hen." The next day, Jack climbed the beanstalk again. "I'll give you a bite to eat," said the giant's wife when she saw him. "But hurry, the giant is in a terrible temper because he has lost his magic hen." Where did the magic hen go? Jack took it, gave it back to his mother. It used to be his father's magic hen. The giant stole it from him. Oh, that giant looks nasty. Jack was eating a tart as big as a fish pond when the castle began to shake. He leaped into a butter churn just as the giant entered, bellowing, "Fee, fi, fo, fum, I smell the blood of an Englishman. Be he alive or be he dead, I'll grind his bones to make my bread." Uh-oh, he can smell Jack again. Look at how tiny those eggs are on his plate. He has to eat a lot of them. "Don't tell me you smell boy again," said his wife. "Sit down and eat your breakfast." Muttering to himself, the giant gobbled 12 roasted pigs and 6 dozen eggs. Then he shouted, "Wife, bring me my harp." Do we know what a harp is? Anybody know what a harp is? It's a musical instrument, and you play it with your fingers. There's the harp. See the harp? Quickly his wife did as she was told. "Play, harp, play," commanded the giant, and the harp played such beautiful music that it soon lulled the giant to sleep. At once, Jack jumped out of the butter churn, seized the harp, and ran away. It's a beautiful magic harp. When he reached the bottom of the beanstalk, his mother was waiting. "Oh, Jack," she said happily, "you have found your father's golden harp." When Jack climbed the beanstalk the next morning, the giant's wife was waiting for him. "I'll give you a snack if you wish," she said, "but you are in great danger. The giant lost his harp yesterday, and he's in a terrible rage." Well, where's he hiding this time? What's that? Yep, it could be a bucket with a B or a pail with a P. Bucket or a pail. He's hiding again. Let's see what happens this time. Jack was eating a cupcake as big as a haystack when he heard the giant coming. He jumped into a pail and listened to the terrible roar. What does the giant say? "Fee, fi, fo, fum, I smell the blood of an Englishman. Be he alive or be he dead, I'll grind his bones to make my bread." Look at what he's eating today. Looks like either hot dogs or sausages. Are those chickens? That's a lot of food. "Sit down and eat your breakfast," said the giant's wife. "Then you'll feel better." Mumbling angrily, the giant ate 15 roasted duckling and 200 sausages. That's a lot of food. Uh-oh. "Wife," he growled, "fetch my gold. That will cheer me up." For a long time the giant played with his gold pieces. When at last he closed his eyes, Jack jumped out of the pail, snatched the gold, and ran. Uh-oh. I don't think the giant was sleeping. But the giant had only was pretending to sleep. With a roar, he hopped to his feet. "I told you I smelled boy," he bellowed as he raced after Jack. Poor Jack ran faster than he had ever run in his life. "Mother, get the axe ready," he shouted from the top of the beanstalk. Uh-oh, you think the giant's going to catch Jack? Let's see what happens. There's the giant chasing Jack down the beanstalk. As he climbed down, the beanstalk began to sway. That means it's going back and forth. Jack looked up and saw that the giant was coming down too. It was such a frightening sight that Jack dropped the gold and tumbled all the way to the ground. Quick as a wink, he jumped up and took the axe from his mother. Smack, smack! The beanstalk snapped in two. There was a great crash, and the giant lay before them, dead. The giant fell down dead. Oh, look how happy they are. Jack's mother gave him a hug and told him he was indeed a brave boy. "You have brought back your father's hen, his harp, and his gold," she said. "We shall certainly live happily ever after." For who could be sad with a hen to lay golden eggs, a harp to play beautiful music, and gold to buy bread and cheese, and sometimes strawberry tarts? So that's the end of that fairy tale. Who remembers what the giant said? Yes, fee, fi, fo, fum. What letters did that begin with? Very good. F. Fee, fi, fo, fum. All begins with the letter F. You could go and sit down and try and write those words and see if you could spell them right. Fee. What would fee be? Let's put my board up here. There we go. How could we write fee? Right? We'd say F, E. You've got to have two E's. Fee. How about fi? Another F. Fi. How about fo? Fo. And fum. Yep, another F. What letter is Yes. Fum. What letter goes Good job. M. Fee, fi, fo, fum. I smell the blood of an Englishman. Be he alive or be he dead, I'll grind his bones to bake my bread. All right, I hope you enjoyed that story. I'll see you later.